struggle's real, ain't it, Ronald?
Yes, it is.
What have you been through in the last few days?
We don't even want to talk about it.
For the sake of the argument, this thing has been through multiple computers, multiple tunes, reflash, remap, everything in the world. There is a wire gremlin in this. The reason the lady sold it for so cheap. We don't even care.
Yes, I did.
Probably not.
Yeah, I did. I swear I did.
They've had a bunch of nitrous leaks. They're just checking that stuff out. We got the fam out here. We got the guys.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't seen that face in a minute.
No.
You haven't seen that one in a minute. Whisper, you want to say hi? Oh, he's worried about the bottle right now. So anyways, they drove it down. It runs. Obviously, we don't have a nitrous gauge in here. There's no gauge, no idea. It's got a stock tank, stock pump, stock fuel line, or stock fuel lines. Have no idea what it's gonna do. It's on about 150 shots, something in that nature. This thing was not even dyno tuned. It was just road tuned enough to get it to where we can do what we're gonna do. And against his will, he doesn't want us to spray it. But and I'll say it right here, Carbon Auto, Stephen Dennison, you have put in so much effort in the last few days for these guys, and for us. You went well over and beyond what you needed to really do. For the sake of the argument, if anything happens, if we blow the crank out of it, if we bend a rod or anything, you told us not to spray it. Because you didn't want to spray it unless it was on the dyno. We didn't have time or the want to do that. So without further ado, they're going to get in it. They're going to check one more thing up quick, not show a bit of pressure. They're going to turn the bottle on, make sure it don't leak. And then we're going to go out here and we're going to make a hit. This will be the very first burnout that's ever been done with it. They're not even going to make a dead hit pass without spraying it. You know, these tires are duds. They're old. They're dead. Water only. Get better. We're gonna have to spray it like 100 foot sooner, Ronald.
I was thinking.
Like 100 foot sooner will work.
I was thinking.
Are you happy?
Yes,
Very first pass. Very first pass ever.
That's it.
I mean, obviously there's a lot of rubber here, but this is like from the last couple of years. It's old. It's hard as a rock up here. There's nothing here. So obviously the thing don't make any big power or nothing. It's all for fun. So now we're gonna tell them to spray it about 100 foot sooner. Now that we know that it'll work.
Yes, we know it'll work now.
And now I think it's time to see Whisper on the pit bike. Let's get it. Pit bike. Let's go. So now we got something to build for Dig or Die. It's been so many years. If anything else happens, he'll come back smiling on that little thing. I bet I turned the fuel off and forgot to tell him. What a smile. he'd be on that here in a minute. And here's where he totals it. So I got bar risers on the way. I got a headlight on the way. Yeah, so the battery, we got to zip tie that back in because that didn't work. Yeah, damn it.
Triangle shape. So finding a rust-free quarter panel on a DSM is like finding a free maker in the door in the wild. It don't have it. And I have those on my piece of crap. He helped me. He was helping me cut out everything like that. Next thing I hear, wait. A big triangle dent circle right like that, right in the quarter panel. The one panel I can't take off and bolt another one on. Yeah, I'm still salty about it.
I may have dented the Talman 10 years ago. They're not letting it, they won't let it die. And so as I was doing this, which you've already seen in one of the previous videos, I done that. The process, it done that. And they're worried about that. Obviously there's a dent, there's no fender, and it's got stuff like this. But they're worried about my little dent. I get it.
Look at this one here.
Yeah, I don't know
How the window didn't bust
like it
on.
when we bought it.
Yeah. They attack it, about broke Brandon's fingers on the dent up front.
Yeah.
Actually, about took them off. Didn't break them. About took them off.
Right there.
He give me another one.
I've got nitrous
They're working on the pit bike. Well, he is, because I failed twice at putting battery in the damn thing. Whisper tried to jump it, and battery about fell out again. Oh no!
There's a lot of bullfrogs out there.
Man, you shat.
Bullfrog, that's like
It'll fly with somebody that ain't 300 pounds. I wish we can go more than half throttle. Anything over half throttle, it starts dying out because the car's junk. No, it's... So, yeah, the whole story on that is dude bought it, let it sit for like 6 months. It never had a tank of fuel ran through it. Ronald. The choke is all the way on right now, and it's still going that fast.
It's starting to take it full throttle a little bit.
Because the choke's on.
I thought he'd get me a fucking gold.
God, I'd have died. Well, obviously the tuner's here. We're gonna have to tune this now.
Oh yeah.
It's got a metered fuel leak underneath it somewhere, and it ain't right. Man, it's extremely windy up here today. It's rough. This is the very second pass. Come here. What are we doing? What are we doing?
We got a Brandon.
So anyways, as I was saying, it's very windy up here. This is the second burnout, which we messed up. You probably didn't get to see that. But second burnout is actually going to try to spray it a little sooner. You know, we don't know if the rear end will hold. It's the 4L60 trans. We don't know if that'll hold. We're just here to have fun. If this works, we'll see it on 64. Oh my God. I was just informed of something.
have no seatbelts. We need to do that tomorrow.
I mean, my argument is it in the rules? Did he actually?
Even miles per
I know you would like to have it, but is it in the rules?
It's not.
Oh, God, I thought he wrecked.
You about missed a wreck.
Well, it is getting a seatbelt tomorrow. Piece of carbonado right here. So this is the man. He put in so much work. This thing's got electrical gremlins that, not saying that nobody else could have figured it out, I'm just saying nobody else would have cared to figure it out. Honestly, it's not worth me trying to describe what actually happened because 99% of the people who are going to watch this video, that, number one, don't care. Number two, they wouldn't understand it anyway.
No.
All you guys are here for is the burnouts and failures, right? Well, goddamn it, we're going to give it to you.